I've been the key worker coordinator for many, many years.
There are people who are passionate about some of these organizations.
And be a part of something big, such as the CFC.
Love, love, love to inspire other people to give.
If I can get services, I need to also give. And so that's how I began giving.
Every little bit adds up and makes a real difference.
I did insist on becoming a key worker just because I was so passionate about what CFC did.
I love spreading awareness about different research and events that raise money for breast cancer.
I'm the team captain for my office, and I like doing it. I like talking to people, and it gives me experience to interact with other people.
I think, this year's theme is really team. It's what we can do together, we do so much more. We have so much more impact than just doing it on our own.
We make the world a better place, a little bit at a time.
I had an incident about 20 years ago with a newborn and a fire in my building. The young man down in the apartment beneath us set a fire and it blocked the entrance, so we were unable to get out. And my daughter and I had to go out the back window. I was literally holding her out of the window to keep the smoke from getting into her lungs when the fire truck came and escorted us both out of the bedroom window. And CFC, through the Red Cross, they were able to put us up for the week that it took our complex to get itself together from the water damage and electricity to smoke. And also they paid for the food. They gave us food vouchers for the entire family. They paid for the entire hotel stay. We didn't have to pay anything, and they made sure if we needed clothing, we could go and get clothing from the Red Cross center that they had. Because of that, I've always contributed to CFC.
My older brother died at 25 of a grand mal seizure, so I give money to the Epilepsy Foundation. My mother had a bad combination of lupus and Hodgkin's disease, so I give to the Lupus Foundation. I give to various cancer charities. Personally, I've had family members who have had tragic health experiences, and there are many organizations that help. The more money we can put in the research, maybe fewer people will have to go through that.
It's important to give to CFC because if you're like me, I don't have a $250 check that I can just give to a charity, but a little out of each paycheck, I can afford to give money to my favorite charities.
Several years ago, my mom received a call from my brother's girlfriend stating that he had to be rushed to the hospital down in Richmond where they live because he suffered a stroke. And then the emergency room doctor had suggested that he may need surgery on his brain. He went into brain surgery for about probably 6 hours or so. They had to remove part of his cerebellum. They didn't know if Corey was going to manage balance, movement, talking. And luckily, he had just started a job, but the insurance wasn't going to kick in until like a month later after this. He was in November, and this in December was when he was going to have his insurance. And luckily, St. Mary's has a nonprofit, I guess through CFC, the Combined Federal Campaign, and they came in and paid his whole bill for the 3-week stay, plus the brain surgery, which was probably over millions of dollars, and just thoroughly, and anything after his doctor's appointments and everything, they came through for him.
I had an aunt who suffered from breast cancer, so breast cancer is very close to my heart. I love spreading awareness about different research and events that raise money for breast cancer. So, giving only $5, a little bit, if we all work together towards a certain cause or towards a certain charity, we can make it possible that those people can benefit from our our works and our service.
It was just really helpful that those resources were available to me for free, and I think that there's so many people out there that benefit from that. And so things like specifically charities such as like CFC really help make it possible for those charities to be able to offer services like they did for my family.
Most of the money that they see goes to the charity, and they're there to help out. And it's nice to see that, you know, part of my paycheck is going to someone that I actually know and trust, and that money that I'm donating is helping the cause to make the world a better place.
I volunteered for CFC this past December, November, and I was the lead for my program area, OPACE, the Office of Public Affairs and Consumer Education. And I really love being involved in this event because it's a morale builder, it brings people together, and it was just so much fun.
And I like doing it. I like talking to people, and it gives me experience to interact with other people, trying to give. And I've donated 336 so far this year, yeah, from my donation.
Individually, we touch people, whether we see somebody on the way into work or on the way home or in the evening or on the weekends. Well, CFC is a way of formally, financially supporting that, and to the extent that people are able to do so. We're not asked to say, do something impossible, do something within your means, and help make a difference in the lives in this great country that we live in. Something as basic as a $5 a month donation in CFC can provide enough food through a food bank to feed a family for several days. You know, this year's theme is really team. What we can do together, we do so much more. We have so much more impact than just doing it on our own. And when you see our folks, whether in my case going out to regional offices or here at headquarters or in the greater capital area, seeing the work, collective work.
And so we make this possible to make the world a better place. And so the Combined Federal Campaign is just another extension of how we improve people's lives. And it's just not that we make a difference. You make a difference. So whether you contribute a little dollar, you volunteer some time, because I do a lot of housing and community development, so we build communities, as you know. But when we build a community, we give people hope that they have a better place to live and a better place to stay. We give them a surprise that there are people out there they don't even know that care about them. And then we give them joy because they have a better place. And so what we're asking people to do today through the Combined Federal Campaign is make a difference.